In this video, we will cover the tuple data type. So far, we have seen list data type, but there are little more additions to list data type that we saw. In list data type, we can store any kind of data. We just saw using numbers alone how a list can be operated. But in practice, we can store any value inside a list. For example, I can even create L of list equal to not just numbers but string values as well. So I can store a string value, I can store a boolean value, I can even store some other list inside a list. So it is a combination of multiple data types that can be held inside a list data type. So if I am going to put print of L, my all mix of values gets printed out in the output, and all the same operations whatever we saw that is applicable for list applies to this kind of list as well. So this wanted to mention it here. So we can store any kind of object inside this list. So by object meaning we can store functions or other complex data structures inside this list. But for now, just limited to the data types whatever we are seeing currently. Okay. So now we will proceed with the tuple data type. To create a tuple, it is simply I have to use curved brackets open and close to create an empty tuple. If I want to add values initially when I am creating a tuple, I can store values such this way, and even tuple can hold mix of multiple data types. But then why tuple is required if it is same as list? Let's understand that. There is one key difference. See, if you observe here, the tuple has curved brackets. There is one key difference between list and tuple. A list is modifiable. We were able to replace, insert values in whichever index position or address position we wanted. But in tuple, that is not possible. That is why this particular data type is called as immutable. We cannot change the data that is stored initially, that is created with initially. We can only retrieve and see what is its index position and count values. So to understand the functions that is available with list, with tuple, we can keep a dot, t dot, and it will list all the available functions. There are only two functions, count and index. So count is same as the count in list. So if you want to count the number of 2's in this particular tuple, I can execute just t dot count of 2. So it's only one time it is present, the number of occurrences is 1, so it has returned value 1. Similarly, it would return the same value. I do not have any repeated values in my tuple. Next is index position. So if I want to retrieve the index position of world, my value inside tuple. So I am expecting a value of 3. It is in third position. To see the tuple again, inside print, put within bracket, put t here. So I can say 0, 1, 2, 3. In third index, my tuple, my word world was present, so it has returned the value 3 before. So tuple is a simple data type which can only be created initially, and we cannot modify the values. We can only access the values from a tuple. So this is especially useful when we do not want a data type to be modified by each and every person. So that is why tuple data types will be helpful in nature. So in the next video, we will see the further data types.